No, I don't want to be Jump Master. Oh no. Oh no.
So, this did not go to plan. I'll keep it brief, but essentially what happened is the game I had planned for this week is taking way longer than I anticipated. The entire end-to-end of the story of the game was only supposed to take about 20 hours. I'm over here sitting about 30, and I think it's because I wildly underestimated just how challenging it was going to be. But anyway, that's fine. Long story short, needed a different idea, so I went with, I'm going to play Apex, gotta win 3 times, no attachments are able to be used, and I have to use a different combination of bullets on each game. So if I use shotgun and heavy in the first game and I win with that, I can no longer use those. Gotta go until I win a game with each ammo type. Now, to me, as someone who greatly struggles with Apex, expected this to be extremely difficult and actually be a relatively interesting challenge. That is not what happened. And I have some questions that I'm just gonna kind of rant about here for a second. Really? Yeah, I should have shut the door, dipshit. Anyway, so as I was sitting here going through the footage, and don't get me wrong, to accomplish these 3 wins, it took me about 36, 37 games. Don't judge me. I know, I'm not that good at the game. But I kind of noticed a very similar theme with all the games that I lost outside of the ones that we hot dropped and I instantly got murked because that's just my forte, apparently. I just can't avoid the end of a shotgun barrel when I land in a very contested zone. I don't know what my problem is, but I love just sucking on the end of those shotgun barrels, apparently. I don't know why I said that. And that common theme was essentially, even though I might have landed with my teammate squad, the second we hit the ground, either one or both of them would seem to disconnect and just leave. Or they just would not move and just sit there the whole time. Or the other one that I don't want to say is suspicious, but for whatever reason, before the end of round 1, it seemed there was only 3 or 4 squads left. I was trying to watch the video back, and a couple of them, the kill feed does not match the fact that most of the lobby just seemed to have vanished. So that was wildly confusing, and I really didn't know what I was supposed to do when most of the footage I have is either us running around because, oh look, it's the end of round 1 and there's 3 flipping squads left. How the hell does that happen? Then you don't find anybody and it just doesn't make for an interesting video because then you just get murked out of nowhere by a fucking vantage you standing on the top of a building. Sorry, I have some unresolved issues with Vantage. Anyway, and while there were a few that were just entirely my lack of skill in completely throwing fights and not being able to shoot anybody or hit my target once, the majority of them were due to disconnects, or I disconnected, or the other 2 teammates disconnected, or the lobby disappeared, and that's just wildly boring, and I don't know if it's because EA doesn't really want to deal with some sussy situations that are going on inside of their basic lobbies, or if I'm just genuinely unlucky. Now, for the games I did win, where I at least thought they could be exciting, there was something that was wrong, and it's kind of weird. For one, just for some context, I suck at this game. And no, that's not me saying I suck and I'm actually pretty good. No, I genuinely suck at this game. End of story. You can go back and see any of the videos on my channel. I genuinely am trash at this game. So, when I'm getting a lot of kills and I'm murking lobbies, I have questions. We can take the end of this game, for example, because I ended it with 9 kills and kill leader and 2,000 damage. That doesn't happen to me. And I was suspicious during the game because there were a couple of times I felt like I was fighting bots. I know there is a bot royale mode and everything, but I wasn't in that. I went into normal pub lobbies, and the fact that I was winning all of my fights, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I have no attachments on. I'm still managing to kill everybody, and no one's really giving me a hard time. So I'm wondering if anyone's also experiencing that, and I don't mean to make this mean, sorry if this sounds mean, but if someone else who also sucks and pretty much only plays casually, maybe a couple of times a week at most, just finds that random lobby where they seem to turn into a really good player all of a sudden and can't lose a fight to save their life. I really don't know what was going on with that. So, because I'll just make this brief and put the 3 wins up there, I guess, because nothing else interesting really happened. Yeah, it was a pretty stupid challenge, I guess. I really thought taking away attachments, especially the magazines, because I usually need a shit ton of bullets to put one person down, but in this case, I was one-clipping more people than I wasn't, so I don't know. Apparently, I'm going pro next month. That's not fucking happening. You still suck. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm trying to get back to actually having a consistent schedule when I'm actually putting things out, and I didn't really want to miss something just because the footage sucked. So I might as well just own it and say, yeah, it was a shit challenge, and for some reason, it was one of the easiest ones I have done recently when I genuinely expected it to be one of the hardest. So I'm very confused. I'm gonna go back to the game I was working on because I honestly think I have another 40 hours before that's even going to be close to being complete. But that's part of the challenge. That's the fun ones. This one wasn't. Fuck you, Apex, I guess. No, seriously, fuck you. What the hell is this battle pass? Anyway, I guess that's it. See ya.